the points A, B, C are on the line segment AC. So it suggests that A is the first point, C is the last point, and B is the point at the middle. So coordinate of A is -6, -2. And coordinate of C is 10, 6. Now, coordinate of B is P, Q. But before I locate B, I want to look at the ratio. Given that AB ratio BC equals 1:3, 1:3, that shows that B is closer to 1, to A, than to C, if it is in ratio 1:3. So this is 1, this is 3. So the coordinate of B is P, Q. So that means this is M, this is N. All right? Now, recall that the midpoint, or the point where the line has been divided in the ratio. So B with coordinate P, Q equals, I'm using the formula for division of line into ratios now. M times x1, S2 rather. Let me write this so that you get it. So x1, y1 will be coming from point A, and S2, y2 will be coming from point C. So M times S2 plus N times x1 over M plus N. That's coordinate of S. Now to get coordinate of Y, or we want to say coordinate of P, to get the second coordinate, which is Y, M times Y2 plus N times Y1 over M plus N. Is that clear? So I will now substitute values for M, N, X1, S2, Y1, Y2 appropriately. So M is 1 times S2. S2 is 10 plus N, which is 3, times X1. X1 is -6 over 1 plus 3. You are there to it, first coordinate. So second coordinate, M, which is 1, times Y2. Y2 is 6 plus 3, that's N, times Y1. Y1 is -2 over 1 plus 3. So 1 times 10 is 10. 3 times -6, -18 over 4. 1 times 6, 6. 3 times -2, -6 over 4. 10 minus 18. That's -8. -8 divided by 4, -2. 6 minus 6, 0. Divided by 4, 0. So that implies that P equals -2 and Q equals 0. So that's the values of P and Q. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So copy that. That answers question A. So while you are writing, let me just read out the question again. Jonah plots the point A, which is at -6, -2, B, P, Q, and C, 10, 6 on the line segment AB, full stop. So question A says, given that AB ratio BC equals 1 to 3, find the values of P and Q. Full stop. Question B says, calculate the length of the line segment AB to 1 decimal place. Full stop. So when you are done writing that, so attempt question B by finding the length of the line segment AB. Are you through writing? Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm just writing it down.
We are attempting the second part of the question.
Yeah. Okay, finish copying, so it could be now.
All right. So can you now attempt the B part? That says you should calculate the length of the line segment AB to 1 decimal place.
Awesome. 8.2, sir.
What do you say?
For B, 8.2.
8.2.
Yes, 8.2 for B, sir.
No. You're supposed to get 4.5. You are finding line segment AB, not AC. And you know that we have find the coordinate of B. Is that clear?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, let's do it together. Coordinate of A is -6, -2. And coordinate
Oh,
of
yeah,
B
I do. I see where I've gone wrong, sir. I see where I've gone wrong.
to -2, 0. Yeah, do it again.
Yeah, I got 4.5.
Yeah. So that's that about the assignment. So let's see some other drills. Let's see some other drills. On equation of line. Let's see some other drill. I have this question here. The question says the line, I want you to be writing it as I'm dictating. The line with gradient -2. Passing through the point P, which is at 3t, 2t. Intersect Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to open the board. Okay. So the line with gradient -2 passing through the point P, which is at 3t, 2t, intersects intersects the x-axis at A and the y-axis at B. Full stop. Question A says you should find the area of triangle AOB in terms of T. Find the area of triangle AOB in terms of T. Question B. The line through P the line through P perpendicular to AB intersects the line intersects the x-axis at C. Show that the midpoint of PC lies the midpoint of PC lies on the line y equals x. So that's the question. I want you to attempt. The line with gradient -2 passing through the point P, which is 3t, 2t, intersects the x-axis at A and the y-axis at B. Question A, find the area of triangle AOB in terms of T. B says
Yeah, wait, so can I go to the toilet, please, real quick? Hello, sir? Hello, sir?
hello, sorry, I was on call, that's why.
Oh, sorry, can I go to the toilet, please?
Yes, I'm with you.
Well, can I go to the toilet?
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
So what we do is this. Let me scroll up. The question said that line with gradient -2. That's our starting point. Line with gradient -2. Sorry. Let me use a line. So this is the origin, y-axis, x-axis. Now, because we are told that the gradient is -2, what does that suggest? It suggests that the line will go this way. But let me use something that will be smooth to show the line. So because you were told that the gradient is -2, so that means it's reducing. Is that clear? So you were told from the question that it intersects the x-axis at A. So that means this is point A. And the y-axis at B. So that means this is point B. Then you were told that the line passes through the point P with coordinate 3t, 2t. So P can just be any point here. Let's just put it somewhere here. So suppose this is P with coordinate 3t, 2t. So that's point P. Now, what is coordinate of A? What is coordinate of B? You need to ask yourself that question. So if you look at it closely, the point where is intercepting the axis, you already know one of the points. So for point B, the x coordinate is known because it will intersect the y-axis when x is 0. So you already know the x coordinate. So 0, y. We don't know the y coordinate of B. And for point A, where it is intersecting the x-axis, it means that you already know the y value, which is 0. And you don't know the x coordinate. So I can say this is x, 0. Because the y value is 0 at that point. So I already know what I want now. I can move on. So for me to now answer the question to find the area of triangle AOB, so that means I'm looking for the area of this triangle, right angle triangle. So for me to do that, I need to know the value of x in A, and I need to know the value of y in B. Don't forget, the question says you should find the area of that triangle in terms of t. So before you can find the area of the triangle, what is the value of x from A? What is the value of y from B? And don't forget that the gradient of AB has been given to be -2. So what I now need to do now is to find the equation of line AB. Equation of line AB. So for me to find the equation of line AB, don't forget, any point on that line is sufficient to find the equation of the line. So I will now use the formula for finding the equation of a line given one point, which is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. So the m in this context is the MAB given, and s1, y1 are the point P, the coordinate of point P. So y minus y1 in that context will be 2t equals MAB, which is -2, into x minus s1. S1 is 3t. Open the bracket and collect like terms. So you have y minus 2t equals minus 2x plus 6t. So y plus 2x equals 8t. So that's the equation of line AB. Now, I can now use this to determine coordinate of x in A and coordinate of y in B. So at A, y is 0. So I'll substitute 0 in the equation of AB for y. So we have 0 plus 2x equals 8t. S equals 8t divided by 2, 4t. So I know the two coordinates of A now. So that means coordinate of A is 4t, 0. So which implies that A equals 4t, 0. Similarly, at B, x is 0. So I'll substitute 0 into equation of AB for x in order to determine the value of y. So you have y plus 2 into 0 equals 8t. And that would be y equals 8t. Therefore, coordinate of B is now 0, 8t. 0, 8t. So I already know that. Now I can now answer the question for question A that says I should find the area. So the area of triangle AOB is equal to half base. Now the base in this context is OA. Half OA times height, and the height is OB. So the base of the triangle, which is OA, is the coordinate of x that you have at A, because that's the distance from O to A. You know, is on the x-axis. So the value of this s that we have just obtained, which is 4t. So that's OA. Times OB. OB is the height, is the distance from O to B, which is the y coordinate of point B. And that is 8t. So multiply and divide. 1 over 2 times 4, that's 2t. 2t times 8t, 16t squared. That's the area of triangle AOB. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If it is not clear, let me know. If you have a doubt, if you have any doubt, let me know so that you can quickly run over it. So let me scroll up so that you can see from the beginning. So the key thing needed first is use sketching. If you put your diagram wrongly, there'll be issue. Now, we discovered that the line is going to slant this way because of the gradient of the line that has been given. Don't forget, I've told you, when gradient is negative, it means the line will run from the top left corner down to the right bottom. And if it is positive, from left bottom to top right. So always remember that.
Yes, sir.
So right, when you need me to scroll it down or up for you to see what you have below, let me know.
So can you move your thing down, please?
Okay.
Was that 80, sir? Will equal 1.5 80 or 40? Is that 40?
40.
Okay, cool. Okay, finish copying down, sir.
True.
Yes, sir, I'm done. Okay.
Okay. So for question B says the line through P is perpendicular to AB. So what does that suggest? Let's go back to the diagram. The line through P is perpendicular to AB. That means there is another line drawn perpendicular to the first line AB, and at this time, the line passes through point P. That's what the question is saying. And we were also told that it intersects the x-axis at C. So let's show that line now. From P so that's the line. So it's perpendicular to this. So that means this place is 90. And it intersects the x-axis at C. So that means this is point C. Can you see that? So what is the coordinate of C from what we have done in the past? From this A, you can see that you already know the coordinate of Y, the Y coordinate of point C, because it's 0. You can see that C and A lie on the same x-axis. So we
Yes,
don't
sir.
know the x coordinate of point C. So I can say the coordinate of C is x, comma 0, just as we have it in A. Hope I'm communicating.
Yes, sir.
So before I scroll up, add this information to your diagram.
Go
We are done with that.
down, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll show now. The question again says we should show that the midpoint of PC lies on the line y equals s. So before you can find the midpoint of PC, line PC, you need to know the coordinate of C. Am I communicating? And to know the coordinate of C by finding x, the x coordinate of C, you need to find the gradient of line PC or CP, as the case may be. And you have been told that that line PC is perpendicular to line AB. And the gradient of line AB has been given initially to be -2. Now, when two lines are perpendicular, how do you determine the gradient? I am asking you that question. Hello?
Yes, sir.
When two lines are perpendicular, how do you determine their gradient? Gradient of two perpendicular lines.
It's -1/2.
Minus
A half.
a half.
Oh no, just a half, sorry. Sorry, it's -2 first, so the gradient,
Okay.
yes.
So to be -1 over MAB. So which is going to be -1 over -2. And that's 1 over 2. So the gradient of line CP is 1 over 2. So I will now need to find the equation of line CP. So equation of line CP, which is y minus y1 equals MCP into x minus x1. So my x1, y1 now will be points P. Is that clear? The point P, because the line passes through P. So y minus 2t, that's the y coordinate of P, equals MCP, which is 1 over 2, times x minus x1, which is 3t. Cross multiply with these two, so you have 2y minus 4t equals s minus 3t. Collect like terms in t. So 2y minus x equals 4t minus 3t. And that is 2y minus x equals t. So that's the equation of line CP. Now, to now determine the coordinate of C, you see that at point C, y is 0. So you now substitute 0 for y in order to determine the s coordinate. So at C, y equals 0. So that means 2 into 0 minus x equals t. 2 times 0 is 0, so you have minus x equals t. So x equals minus t, which implies that C is minus t, comma 0. Minus t, comma 0. Hope I'm communicating. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Quickly write this before we proceed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm done copying it.
Okay. So let's read the question again so that we don't lose track of what we are asked to do. The question says we should show that the midpoint of PC lies on the line y equals x. So that suggests that we should find the midpoint of line PC. Now that we already know the coordinate of C and the coordinate of P has been given from the question. So midpoint of PC, M equals, now in that sense, S1, Y1 will come from P, and S2, Y2 will come from C. So don't forget the formula S1 plus S2 over 2, comma Y1 plus Y2 over 2. That's the coordinate of the formula for midpoint. So S1, S2. So S1 is coming from P, that's 3T, plus S2, which is minus T from C, over 2, comma Y1, that's from P, which is 2T, plus Y2, that's from C, which is 0, over 2. 3T minus T, that's 2T. So 2T divided by 2, you have T. 2T plus 0, 2T. 2T divided by 2, you have T. So the midpoint of line PC is T, comma T. T, comma T. Now, if I substitute the equation of Y for S, or I substitute S, so let me write substitute X for Y in equation of CP. Don't forget the question say we should show. That's why I'm doing this again. Because we have been given that we should show that it lies on the line Y equals to S. So if I substitute S for Y in that equation, so I will have 2 into X minus X equals T. 2X minus X equals T. X equals T. So you can see that we're able to establish that the X coordinate is T, which is what we have here also in the midpoint. Hope that is clear. Hence, MCP lies on Y equals S. The midpoint of line CP lies on Y equals S. And of course, equation of line Y equals to X is going to be a straight line that passes through the origin. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So the graph of Y equals to S is going to be a straight line that passes through the origin. So to establish that is what we have done. So since we are able to show that the midpoint is 1 to 1, irrespective of what T is. If T is 1, that means the midpoint will be 1, 1. If T is 2, it means that the midpoint will be 2, 2. And of course, that is what you have if Y is equals to S. As S is increasing in value, Y will be increasing in value. So the value of S is equal to the value of Y. That's the meaning of Y equals to S. And that is what you have established in the midpoint M. You say that T, T. So the S coordinate is T, the Y coordinate is T. So whatever the value they are taking, they take the same value. That's the meaning. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So please write that. I think we have to, okay, let me show so that you start from the beginning. Okay, you've copied up to this place.
Yes, sir. So I'm writing the midpoint of PC now.
Yes. Yeah.
It's finished copying now.
All right. So let's see another problem. That's number 3. This one says the point R the point R, which is at 5 comma minus 2, and S, which is at 9 comma 0, lie on the straight line L1 as shown. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm trying to load the board. The network is unstable. Yeah. Which board is this? Sorry, let me close this board, get another board. Just hold on, please.
Okay. It's not showing the board again. I don't know what happened. Okay, let me open a new board then. So the question says the point R, which is at 5 comma minus 2, and S, which is at 9 comma 0, lie on the straight
straight line L1 as shown. Sorry. Yeah. So this is origin. This is x-axis, y-axis, L1, L2. And you have the point of intersection of both here as R. Then the intersection of L1 with x-axis as X. So sketch that quickly. So while you are sketching, let me continue with the question. So question A says, work out an equation for L1. Work out an equation for L1. So the question now continues and say that the straight line L2. Hello? Hello?